Batilda is here, and she's wreaking havoc.
Matt is gonna be very in trouble this year, I think.
Hey everybody from Universal Orlando. We are here today because it is the annual pass holder preview of the Halloween Horror Nights Tribute Store. My gosh, we're just a couple of days away.
I can't believe it.
I cannot believe it. It flew by, but this is kind of like the official start of the HHN season. Last night was team member previews for the event. Today is the preview of the tribute store.
Yep.
And they always do an amazing job in here.
Yeah, I'm always so excited to see all the little details. There's always a bunch of Easter eggs that we'll try and find. And this year they have a really cool shipping container out front. So I'm excited to see what the rest of it's gonna look like.
Yeah, I'm very intrigued by the front entrance of this store. It's very non-traditional for tribute stores.
It's different.
It's more subtle. We're walking into a shipping container. So I'm curious to see what is on the inside and what the creative team did. Let's not waste any more time and head on into the 2024 HHN Tribute Store. All right, so here we go. We're stepping inside. Got some graffiti over here, no bat. So Batilda's been on the loose, killing some people. There's a 33 for HHN 33. And now we're making our way into the store. This is kind of funny how they just have one shirt.
Yeah, I know.
Right? This is the same shirt they've had for a little while now.
Look what I found. It says, if you see this monster, run. And it's Batilda or some form of bat.
That's Batilda right there. They have a little advertisement here for tribute construction, remodels, redesigns, and seasonal overlays. Then they have this giant graffiti arrow. It's gonna lead you further into the store. Already seeing some more storytelling elements. Eek, a bat. Then they have this board over here. Wanted, large bat creature. Large build, dark complexion, long streaked hair. Last seen covered in fur. Be on the lookout as this creature is presumed to be unarmed but dangerous. And you can see that this has kind of been broken into over here. There's an ad for the wonders of the ancient garden. Got some more warnings in the front over here. Beware the bat creature. And then there's that little advertisement. If you see a bat, the only good bats are no bats. Take it out. Making our way deeper into the tribute store here.
This reminds me of last year, the little rain droplets on the floor from that one
the Boris room.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it rained. Really, really cool. So this seems like it's an underground hideaway of sorts. I guess maybe the people that are trying to avoid Batilda would be hiding out in here. You can see the street light. This is merch that's being sold out of the back of the van. Here's another warning. Beware the bat creature. And then of course they have all the HHN merchandise. So if you don't know what a tribute store is, it's just a very highly themed merchandise location. Oh man.
Matt is gonna be very in trouble this year, I think.
This is the Simpsons meme of the kid on the bus
I'm
that
in
says,
trouble.
I'm in danger.
Or I'm in danger, yeah.
That's me. Look at the Spirit jersey.
This is really cool.
My gosh.
Is it an actual Spirit jersey? I don't think so.
No.
No, so let's
I think it's made by Universal.
It's still $80 though.
Same pricing. That's awesome.
So cool.
So this room has a whole bunch of Ghostbusters merch. They have these cool desk signs. They have this Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights Frozen Empire tumbler there. There's some shot glasses. It's they have a phone case. There's a new tank top, and then this giant blanket.
This is pretty cool too. Who are you gonna call? And it has all the characters on it.
Is it plastic?
This is 25. Yep, it's plastic. Now remember, some of the Ghostbuster stuff is HHN, and some of it's just regular Ghostbuster merch. That tank top has a Halloween Horror Nights logo on the back, but some of the other shirts are just Ghostbusters.
Here is the print. They always do a little mini poster of the big IP houses. This is the Ghostbusters one with Garaka and the sewer ghost coming over the Universal arches. They even have Ghostbusters little kid merch, which is really odd because the event isn't intended for kids. So some of these designs are really cool. This t-shirt, I wish they had this on an adult shirt. That is really, really awesome. Then they have this really cool Slimer hat, which I'll probably be picking up. And it says Halloween Horror Nights on the back. They have a mystery pin set. And then these are always one of my favorite pieces of merch are the glasses. Universal always like kills it with these glass designs. So these were the items if you wanted to put yourself in the tribute store. It's all like non-perishables. There's coffee beans, llama beans, oil, cereal. We didn't do it this time because we weren't crazy about the product, but it's right in the first room on your right-hand side when you walk in. Then also over here, there's like a little desk. It says Stop and Shop is here for you, which is funny. Stop and Shop is a grocery chain back in New York.
Yeah, I already see some Easter eggs, like it says Museum of Antiques here. And then like on the map it says Antique Museum equals bad.
Yeah.
And that's one of the houses for this year.
Yep. Some more of those wanted posters over there. Let's see. Let's see what else we can see. Is that Boris right there? That might be Boris Schuster. Kurt's got 2 rules. Cash only, don't waste his time. And then there's a whole bunch of weapons over here. So this is, like I said, like an underground hideaway for those that are trying to either avoid the bat or take on the bat.
Take emergency action and seek shelter immediately. Remain indoors and notify authorities of any suspect or non-human behavior and activities.
Also in here, they have some of the Major Sweets merch. This is the Artist Series t-shirt. That's really cool.
So you could see like it's split up almost into like 3 sections because the 3 different artists kind of made like,
yeah.
One made like the top, one made this side, one made that side.
Oh, good catch.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. They have that in like a candy container or like a little, plastic storage container. There is a keychain and a magnet. And then they also have that same design as a print. We might have just discovered a little hack. If you wanted the tribute store poster, but didn't want to spend like the $90 or whatever it is, they are selling like a 3D version of it for only $20. And this is really, really cool. Like there's so many Easter eggs on this poster, and I wanted to get this for my office, but didn't want to spend the $90. All right, we're making our way into the next room. Got a little shopping cart. There's Tribby. It's just so cool how they do all these effects over here. It looks like it's raining. You can see all the different graffiti, some more of the warning signs over here. Check out this pumpkin. I don't think it's exactly quite Little Boo, but close enough. Little Easter egg for Boris Schuster. Boris was here. So this next room is Randall's Signs and Salvage, and they have safe added on there because, again, this is all themed to a hideaway. Oh man, this is cool. Look at these big HHN letters. That's really neat. Got some more merch over here. These are so big, they don't even fit in the frame. These giant HHN letters, and they kind of have like a little cove over here with some signs. It makes for a good photo op.
It almost makes it look like 3D.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
It has like this shiny material.
This design, and I know like when we first saw these, we weren't crazy about them, but I feel like it's kind of grown on me. Maybe I've just seen it too much.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of merch that they've already had released in here. The Little Boo ornaments, the coasters. They even have a Little Boo reusable tote bag for $4. So if you want to take a Little Boo grocery shopping with you. Now look at this. They have the giant tribute store sign. I can't remember if this was repurposed from like a previous tribute store, if this was actually outside or not.
This gives me Yeti House vibes, doesn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
From last year.
Yeah, they had this like hideaway tent. Over here, this also gives me Last of Us vibes.
Yeah.
Oh boy, imagine having to go to the bathroom on that.
Yeah, that wouldn't be.
At least they have a toilet seat though. I'll give them credit.
Oh, here's another QR code too.
Yeah, so we missed, I think the first 2. We might backtrack and see, but they have QR codes throughout the store, and there's like a story that you can follow along with.
There's like journal entries and you have to read like each journal entry. So.
Yeah, and I think in this room, which is only the second room, I think it was like journal entry 4.
I think this one's probably 5.
Yeah, so we missed the first few, so we're kind of missing most of the stories, so that's why we didn't scan them. But this is so freaking cool.
just all the details that go into all of this stuff. That's why we love like HHN too, like the houses and everything. There's just so much detail that goes into everything. If I wasn't pregnant, I would get this kid shirt in like an extra large because I like that design.
That's an Alex special.
I always get the
Getting
kids,
the kid
but
shirts,
this
kid
year,
shirts in a longer size.
This year, I don't think that's happening.
Here's a couple of the items for Blumhouse. This is a newer t-shirt over here. And of course, Blumhouse has a pretty heavy presence this year. They have a scare zone. They also are doing the Dead Coconut Club overlay theme to Blumhouse. There's just so much up here. We're probably gonna have to do like multiple run-throughs to try and figure out like where these were from, because these had to be used in previous stores, right? Like that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I feel like they do that a lot. Like they'll take pieces from stores in the past and kind of like hide them or like put them in like this year's tribute store. I have no idea where this is from, but I feel like I remember seeing that crow, don't you?
We have more graffiti in the hallway. And if you've been in a New York tribute store, you know this hallway. This is where they used to put some of the items you could buy, like the mausoleum plaques from a couple years ago. There's that punk rock skeleton.
And a bat.
And a bat.
And I found something else. Is that supposed to be Earl?
Definitely is.
With his brains out.
Yep. That is for sure Earl the Squirrel. Right next to Earl the Squirrel, there's Tribby. He's kind of like the unofficial mascot of the tribute store. There's another nod to Earl down there. It's really cool.
There's Mr. Tape.
Oh, Mr. Tape, look at that.
He made it in here, and
He
it
made
says rewind.
Rewind, right there. You can still see Mr. Tape in the other tribute store. It's still open. But this is awesome. We'd probably just spend like 15 minutes in here just reading all the graffiti. Got some more artwork over here. Jake Schuster lives. Another little Tribby over there. Brendan is old, haha. We have a good friend named Brendan, and he's in his 30s, so I guess he's technically considered old. This room has a lot of graffiti on it. There is the 33, obviously for HHN 33, and there is Batilda's logo right there. Good photo op opportunity. Could stand right underneath the logo, but there's a lot of like Easter eggs in here. There was one for Back to the Future. There's one for the NBC Peacock as well. So keep your eyes open. Here is some of the merch for A Quiet Place, which I think I had like second or third on my most anticipated houses, but it's definitely, I think, moved it up into that #1 spot. It might have overtaken Ghostbusters. The shirt is so cool. You got the creature over there and on the back. If they hear you, they will hunt you. They got projections on the floor over here too. I thought that was real. That
Yeah,
got me.
Matt thought it was a real cockroach.
And then, of course, they have the tribute store snacks. They have snacks themed to Ghostbusters, Lil Boo, Major Sweets, Mel's Dyin'. We'll come back on another day and try one of the tribute store snacks. Here's another shirt. This is Sinister and Surreal. They are the icons of this year's event. You'll encounter them in the Duality of Fear scare zone when you first walk into the park. And then they also have this long sleeve t-shirt as well with some new artwork on it. And the final room is themed to an abandoned subway station. This is so cool. Like every inch of this place is weathered and worn. They did a fantastic job.
Don't you feel back at home in New York?
No, this feels exactly like the New York City
in the
subway.
gross subway station.
They even have a little turnstile.
Yeah.
As you enter the final room, does it move? Like, can you walk through it? Nope. Guess you gotta hop the turnstile.
Yeah.
They have like the back side of a train car. This is so neat.
That's probably the last QR code for the journal entries.
It probably is. We're gonna backtrack the store because there are things we wanna buy and pick up. So we'll see if we catch the first few QR codes. But this is amazing. Look at this. See like all the beams hanging down. This is the museum station, so we made it to the museum, which is gonna tie in with the house. And then for $20, they have this print. It's like a comic book of Batilda. And there she is over here. Now, if you're wondering who Batilda is, a lot of people were calling her Patricia last year. Universal's kind of leaned into the fandom, changed the name a little bit. It says Beware Her Wrath up here, 31 cents. October 1st for Halloween. It's a pretty cool print. For $44, they have the new Chucky popcorn buckets. Oh, and I love the Studio Screamers. And they have the merchandise out. They don't have the actual little vinyls just yet, but they do have the t-shirt, and here's the characters that are going to be featured. So you have David S. Pumpkins, you have Eddie, you have Batilda, you have the Crow, and Megan. And like we said, no vinyls just yet, but they do have the pin set.
This is a Studio Screamers like Halloween Horror Nights fanny pack. It's see-through, but look at how it's like all bloody.
And these are the checkout lines. Always well themed. And this is just so cool. You have moss everywhere. This is the Tribute Metro Rail system over here. So this is kind of like going through New York, all the different trains. You can see this is like the side of a train facade. Exit to Fifth Avenue, which is where you are when you are in New York within the park. And then as we come over here, there is Batilda. So as we exit the store, we come across the newsstand. You always have to kind of keep an eye over here for any Easter eggs, like a little nod to the curator. You remember him from tribute stores of the past. There's a couple of advertisements here, one for Mad Monsters, and it does say on here, Double Film Fright, Brides of Dracula. So I guess that loosely ties into the Monsters House for this year. And then of course, Massacre at the Museum ties into Deadly Exhibit. But that's all I'm seeing for now. We'll see throughout the course of the season if they add anything else as time goes on. So I thought they did an awesome job on this year's tribute store. I had hesitations once I saw the facade. I know a lot of people did as well, just seeing like that very, very plain shipping container, but what they did in there is really, really cool. It truly feels like you walked into like an underground New York City hideaway, trying to stay away from Batilda. So good storytelling in there. The merchandise has like vastly improved. I mean, we started off really, really slow with the HHN merch. We didn't really like any of the designs. And now I just spent almost $150 in there on shirts and other things. So good job to the merch team. They definitely stepped their game up as the build up to HHN went on. And there's a lot of really, really cool things.
It always just blows my mind the amount of merch that they come out with for HHN. I mean, obviously people are obsessed with HHN, so they're gonna buy it and make a ton of money off of it. But they literally have like a different shirt for every house, for every scare zone, like hats and keychains, and they just literally have so much. But like Matt said, they always do such a good job of all the details in the store, and again, they did such a good job this year. I like really enjoyed it.
So that's gonna do it for our first of many visits to the tribute store. We walk through almost every time we come to Halloween Horror Nights, and like we said in the beginning of the video, we are just 2 days away. Technically less if we want to count like the premium Scream night.
Yeah.
That's tomorrow. Team member preview was yesterday. Friday is opening night. I don't know if we're gonna be here on Friday, but we will definitely be here Saturday and probably Sunday, because we're gonna do like a whole foodie video as well. So if you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe down below so you don't miss out on those videos and all of our future HHN content to come. And with that being said,
we'll see you in the fog.
We'll see you real soon in the fog.